Hey everyone, so today I'm going to do a one brand tutorial pretty much. I think there's like a couple things I'll be using that isn't Chi Chi. You've seen the title already. But yeah, all the main stuff I'm using in this tutorial is going to be Chi Chi, so we'll just call it a one brand tutorial. Just roll with it. You guys will already know how much I love Chi Chi as a brand. Basically, Chi Chi is doing a really great deal on a bunch of the products I'm using in this video, so make sure you check out the down bar. And they'll have like a special deal on their website. I'll put the rest of the information down below in the down bar, as I said. I'm going to be very vague, but make sure you check it out because it's really cool. So I don't really know what I'm doing today. I'm just going to roll with it, but I know I'm going to be using my Rich Gems palette. These colours are perfect for if you're in winter or summer because they're bright, so they're on trend for summer, but they're also quite, I guess, toned down. They're not super like intense neon or anything like that, so they're very wearable for winter. I'm just going to get started. So I don't have a Chi Chi primer for my face, so I'm going to use the Laura Mercier foundation primer. I'm just going to apply this all over my skin. I'm really excited to show you this foundation. The foundation I'm going to be using is the Chi Chi Fabulous and Flawless Foundation. When you're working with quite a dramatic or bright eye makeup, you want to make sure your foundation looks flawless, because otherwise the attention will be drawn from your eyes to your face to any imperfections you have, and it's just too much going on. So having a really flawless skin look will just look so much nicer and more flattering. This is made in Italy. It's a really nice formula. The shade I am at the moment is number 4 Natural. I think it's so helpful that Chi Chi has a little description of the colour on the box. I'm going to apply this all over my face with a flat top brush. Look how quickly that covers. I really like this for like a drugstore foundation. I shouldn't even say because it's drugstore, because I mean there's heaps of good stuff in the drugstore. What? But this foundation is definitely one of my favourite drugstore foundations, I suppose. And the reason I like it, I've got an eyelash on my face. The reason I like this is because the formula is really nice and lightweight, but it gives you really good coverage, so it means that you don't look cakey and the foundation doesn't feel extremely heavy on your skin. And the finish is really beautiful as well. It's like that perfect kind of semi-dewy finish, so if you like dewy skin, it's perfect. If you aren't a fan of dewy skin, you can just use a mattifying powder and you'll be good to go. Let me know what other branded one brand tutorials you would like to see as well. I've got an e.l.f. one. I don't know if it's up yet or if it's coming soon, but I've got one. So I'll link it down below if it's up already, otherwise stay tuned for that. Now that that is on, I'm going to take the Chi Chi 3-in-1 Eye Concealer, which doesn't have to be just used under your eyes. I actually like to use this everywhere. And this was developed to go with this foundation, so they work really well together. So I'm just going to put that on some scarring. A little red spot I have around my nose, down my nose, and then of course under my eyes. Oh, I just realised I've got a BB cream by Chi Chi I could have used as a primer. Duh. I don't have a Chi Chi powder, so I'm just going to use a translucent powder just to set everything in place. Next, I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows. I got a new one, yay! I've talked about this a few times in quite a few different videos. This is the Chi Chi High Definition Eyebrow Pencil in Blonde Taupe with shea butter and vitamin E. Yeah, my other one, all of the writing like blended off, so they sent me another one. But yeah, I really love this because it's really hard, so you can get a really natural looking brow. For eyebrows, for me, the harder the pencil is, the better. Because if it's too creamy, it's just going to glug into your eyebrows and look really heavy and unnatural. So I like to literally just do really small kind of flicks, and it just, so easy. Like I use this when I'm in a hurry, and my brows probably look better like this sometimes than when I put in heaps of effort. It's always the way. So that's the difference. I like to think they look quite natural, so yeah. Okay, I'm going to go straight on to my eye makeup now. So first of all, I'm just going to use this on my brow bone. This is the Chi Eye Brightener. I'm going to use the Matte Inner Rim Eye Brightener side. And I'm just going to quickly run that underneath my brows. And that'll just give an instant kind of highlight, as you can see. I'm going to use a different colour soon, but just like this. This is quite a good dupe for the Benefit one. Actually, scrap that. I'm going to use this all over my eyelids as a base as well. If you struggle with creasing and things, I'd recommend using a primer underneath your creamy product. But I'm using this to make the colours more vibrant, because it's like a really pale colour and it'll grab that colour when I put it on top. I don't de-stick this tape before I put it on, like I don't use it on my hand or anything, because this tape is like the cheapest tape I could find, so it doesn't stick anyway. It's that kind of tape where you like wrap up a present at Christmas time, and by the time the person goes to unwrap it, it's already like unwrapped itself. So if you watched my favorite drugstore products video, I talked about the Chi Eye baked eyeshadows. I love these. They are amazing and so pigmented. So I'm going to use this one here called Living on a Prayer. So yeah, this is going to be my like transition color. I'm taking a really small amount of this because it's super pigmented. Like that was one dip. You have to be very careful. I'm actually going to like wipe off a little bit on my hands, and then I'm just going to go straight in and pop that into my crease area. That's just given a little bit of depth. Now we're going to move on to our Rich Gems palette. I recommend these kind of colours to people that want to kind of, you know, that want to try out colour but are scared of it looking too intense, because these colours are quite toned down. I'm going to use quite a few kind of vibrant pinky purple colours. So first of all, I'm going to take this colour here, and that is going to go on the middle of the eye. I'm just winging this, by the way. I have no idea what I'm doing. You can see how pigmented that is. I love these eyeshadow palettes. And then I'm going to go in with that colour next to it. Whoops, that one there. And I'm going to put that on that part there. I'm going to leave the very outer corner free. I think I'm going to put purple there. Don't worry too much about blending at the moment. I'll show you how to blend these colours together in a second. I'm just taking a clean tapered kind of blender brush, and I'm just going to kind of blend that crease. See how I've just put a little bit of that colour in the crease? Just begin to blend that out. Don't worry about blending the actual colours together in here yet. If you want this to be more wearable than what I'm going to do, because I'm going to take it quite extreme, you could always just leave it kind of like this, add a neutral light gold or something like that in a corner, leave it how it is, just really, really simple. Like still pop a colour, it's still really colourful, but definitely still wearable. I'm going to take that very bright purple. I'm so excited for this colour. These things are so pigmented, it's not even funny. Okay, that's just going right on the outer corner. I'm just going to buff that in there. Kind of buff that on top of that colour we put down as well. I love this, oh my gosh. I'm going to use this really pale kind of champagne gold colour here. It's got like a hint of like a peach undertone to it, so it goes perfect with that pink. I'm going to go in with a tiny little bit of that, like the tiniest little tiny bit on the end of your brush. And then I'm going to work this just into the crease, just to like bring that all through the crease. And then after that we'll blend these colours together a little bit better. I can ditch this tape now. So once you pull off the tape, it'll give you a really nice crisp line like that. And then if it takes off any concealer or anything, you can just touch that up afterwards. I'm actually just going to take a really warm colour just to kind of warm up the crease a little bit. I'm just going to take Soft Brown by MAC. And I'm just going to touch up that pink and then blend these colours out. So to blend two completely different colours together, you don't want to just go on with a blending brush because that'll just fade all the colour away, which isn't what you want. I like to just take a little bit of the product and then start overlapping. So where the pink is going into the gold, just kind of tap the product and then flip your brush over, take that other colour and then do the same thing, just overlap it a little bit. And that'll just soften that line a lot. Just make sure you keep an eye out where you're going with the blending so that both eyes are really even, because you don't want to blend one colour in too far and then it look completely different on both sides. And then just as a couple final touches, I'm going to take the Chi Eye Metallic Eyeshadow Stick in Barbarella, which is my favourite one. And I'm going to put this on the very inner corner. It's like a really shiny, shimmery eyeshadow stick. Just to finish off my eyes, I'm going to use my favourite one of the baked eyeshadows, which is kind of odd because it's like really boring looking, but it's called To the Moon and Back and it's the perfect highlighting shade. It's like a dupe for MAC Blank type, pretty much. And then I'm going to use that same pencil I used earlier and I'm going to use the shimmery side And I'm just going to put that under the very top of my brow bone, like the very, very, very top, just for a little bit of a kind of sheen effect. So it just adds the littlest amount of shimmer, so it's not like having a full shimmer brow bone highlight shade, it's just like a really nice hint, which will just lift up your brow. Okay, for my eyeliner, I'm going to use this color here in my waterline, which is my favorite one of their eyeliners. It's called Bronze Ambition. I just love the color of this. It's the perfect everyday eyeliner shade. I'm just going to put that in my waterline and smudge that into the lashes. I'm not putting that right in the inner because I want that to be where the gold stays, and it'll give your eyes a kind of almond shape if you don't go all the way in. And then I'm just going to smudge that out. And then for my top lashes, I'm going to use a pencil as well, which is a black pencil eyeliner by Chi Eye. I'm just going to smudge that on my top lashes. I like to use this kind of brush here, which is my flat definer eye brush. And then what you want to do is just draw on top of that brush, like that with the eyeliner. Oh, I wasn't even doing it. Just push that into your lash line. This is going to define your eyes without looking like, I guess, harsh. The mascara I'm going to use is the 3D Magic Lash by Chi Eye. This is the very first time I'm trying this out, so let's see how it is. That is what the brush looks like. Ooh. Gives you like feathery looking lashes. I don't know if you can see that. And then the lashes I'm going to use are the Fangirl by xoBeauty. So that's the lashes on. Of course the lash glue will dry clear soon. So that's basically the eye makeup. I love it! Now moving on to the face, I am going to start with bronzer. I'm in love with these like boxed face powder things. I'm going to use a few today. This one is the dark bronzer, and that is what it looks like there. It's such a beautiful colour. I'm just going to apply that on my cheeks and forehead. And then for blush, I'm going to use this shade here, which is called Pink Peach. And I'm just going to use the more lighter shades for my blush today. And then to highlight, I am in love with this. This is like a dupe for the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick because I recently picked that up. This one is called Natural Wall of Shimmer. Looks like that. And I'm just going to take like the top and bottom shades and just kind of pop that on top of my cheekbones. That top colour there actually comes off very similar, that really light colour. Comes off very similar to NARS Albatross once it's on your face as well. It's like a frosted golden colour. It's so pretty. And then for my lips, I'm just going to go with like a soft peach pink kind of colour. I don't know yet, because I don't want anything too dramatic with these eyes. You could go nude, but I just feel like pink will really complement the pinky tones in my eye makeup. So I'm going to start out with Fly Girl lip liner. Chi Eye lip liners, I've said this a million times, are amazing. Look how easy it just glides on. It's like magical. The shade is the perfect kind of natural pink if you're looking for that. It's very, very natural but still has that hint of pink, so it's not brown. I'm going to start off with Paparazzi Princess, which is like a nude colour. I'm just going to put that in the centre of my lips. And then I'm going to go over that with Game On. And I think that lip colour goes perfectly with this look because it's very, very, very neutral pink. It's not like bright pink, so it just helps to tie everything together. My hair is like an absolute mess today. What is this? I hope you enjoyed this look. Something a little bit colourful, a little bit different. My nostril is really itchy. I'm not picking my nose, it's just really itchy. And then I think that metallic eyeshadow pencil just really sets off the whole look and gives it a really nice, I don't know, vibrant metallic edge. I don't know. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. It helps me out so much, you have no idea. Feel free to share on your social media, Pinterest, whatever you would like, and I will talk to you again really, really soon. Bye!
Alright, we can see how shit it turns out when she does it, and I'm blaming all of you. Because you always go on about it.
And I am going to use some false lashes. I've already taken them out of the box. These are XO